Okay, next topic is derivatives of implicit function. In order to know what is implicit function, we are dealing with what is the difference between explicit and implicit. The problems which we have dealt with in the last exercise is of explicit form. That means if you are able to write y equal to a function of x, that means all the x terms together and y you can separate, then that is your explicit form. That means directly you will differentiate with respect to x and find out what is dy by dx, right? Now, if you are not able to separate y and x separately, write like this, then it is of implicit form. I'll give you an example in order to get an idea. Okay, that is, you have two things, that is x minus y minus pi equal to 0. One example. I have written below explicit because here I can split this as y equal to, भी कर सकती हूँ. अगर ये y वहाँ ले जाएंगे, तो this will become y equal to x minus pi, and you can just differentiate and get the value of the derivative. X derivative is 1, pi derivative is 0, so you get dy by dx is equal to 1. Understood? So this is your explicit form where you can separate your y and differentiate directly. Now, another example, which is x plus sine of xy minus y equal to 0. This is another example given in your textbook. And this is your implicit form. Now, why this is implicit form means, even if I make this as y equal to this one, here in this, you have a combination of x and y for the angle of sine. And that we cannot separate easily. Understood? So at this juncture, we will say that this is an implicit form, where you cannot split your y or make the function as y equal to f of x. If it is not y equal to, you cannot form y equal to f of x. This is your implicit form. If you can write this as y equal to f of x, that is your explicit form. Okay, implicit आप im मतलब इसमें implant किया है y और x दोनों को, आप उसको separate नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, ऐसे आपको याद रखना है, ठीक है? Implicit form and explicit form. But in this case, how we will differentiate that else? Because next you are dealing with implicit functions where you cannot separate, because last में सबने जो भी क्वेश्चन दिया था उसके साइड में मैंने y equal to लिखा and we have differentiated, right? Directly differentiate किया था क्योंकि उसमें सारे terms with respect to x थे, only x terms थे, y term नहीं था. Left side में हमने y डाला था. यहाँ पे तो इसमें भी ऐसे कर सकते हैं, but here you cannot. Here how we will differentiate h? Okay, so I'm just differentiating with respect to x. Now, whenever I'm differentiating with respect to x, y is a dependent function. Okay, y is depending on x, is a dependent function of x, and x is independent. ये याद रखना हमेशा. Y is dependent function. Y depending on x है मतलब जहां जहां y का टर्म होगा उस y को भी आपको अगेन डिफरेंशिएट. जैसे हमें sin of x square मिलता है, तो व्हाट वी विल राइट, पहले sin का डेरिवेटिव लिखते हैं, उसके बाद x स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव उसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, because this is not x, some other function of x. So we are differentiating this and writing together as उसका भी डेरिवेटिव 2x लिखते हैं. So this will be your final answer for your derivative, right? This is your y and this is your dy by dx. Understood? In the same manner, wherever you have y, that y is not independent, so that you can stop it differentiating. So y जहां जहां आएगा वहां सब आपको dy by dx आएगा, ठीक है? तो इसको मैं कैसे differentiate करती हूँ? Show. First, I will differentiate x with respect to x. With respect to x करना है. So x with respect to x will give you 1, dx by dx 1, plus sin of something है तो उसका मैं क्या लिखती हूँ? Cos of something. Okay, cos of something लिख लिया. But that something is not your x, some other function, a combination of x and y. So here what you need to do is, it is a product of two functions, means you have to take xy and its derivative. That means यहाँ पे मेरे को ऐसे लिखना है, into d by dx of xy, right? Minus y का डेरिवेटिव. y का डेरिवेटिव हमेशा क्या होता है? dy by dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x. So ये आ गया dy by dx आएगा और equal to 0 is equal to 0. अब ये एक काम हमारा बाकी है, which is 1 plus cos of xy into derivative of the product. This is actually u and v. This is also a function of x. Y is also depending on x. That means y is also a function of x. Okay, like that you have to take. So what you will get is, product में क्या होता है? X into first function into derivative of second. What is second function? Y. Derivative of y is dy by dx. Okay, so x into dy by dx plus y into derivative of x. What is derivative of x? Dx by dx, which is 1. Okay, minus dy by dx equal to 0. अब क्वेश्चन हमेशा यही होगा कि फाइंड dy by dx. अब इसमें से आप dy by dx equal to कैसे बनाओगे? So what we will do is we will collect the terms which contains dy by dx. You have one term here and another term here. I'm just splitting and writing. Cos of xy into x into dy by dx is one term. The other one is y into cos of xy minus dy by dx equal to 0. So I have actually two terms which are containing your dy by dx. In this purpose, what I have to do is I have to combine these two terms together and take the remaining terms to the other side. In either of the ways you can do. अब dy by dx मैं यहाँ collect कर रही हूँ, तो बाकी उसके अंदर term कितने बचे हैं? एक है x cos of xy and the other one is this I have taken out, so I will get minus 1. इतना हो गया आपका dy by dx का term. बाकी जो है that I am taking to the other side. बाकी कौन कौन है? यहाँ एक 1 है, यहाँ एक ये वाला term. So this will be minus of, both are positive means minus of 1 plus y cos of xy. Understood? Now you will write what is dy by dx. What is dy by dx? You will get it to be minus of 1 plus y cos of xy divided by x cos of xy minus 1. Now if you want, you can just take this negative side, negative sign to the denominator and make in a proper way. That means numerator और denominator एक जैसा लगेगा. कैसा आएगा? 1 plus y cos of xy divided by, this will become 1. ये पॉजिटिव हो जाएगा, नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, ये नेगेटिव यहाँ दे रहे हैं तो 1 minus x into cos of y. This will be your final answer as your derivative. Understood this one? How to do? First you will differentiate, and wherever you have y, you have to take it to be granted that wherever you have that y, you have to take dy by dx there. Okay, जहां जहां y आएगा वहां dy by dx आएगा. ठीक है. अब सपोज आपके पास सिर्फ एक फंक्शन है cos y. ये cos y को हम डिफरेंशिएट ऐसे करेंगे. cos का डेरिवेटिव होगा माइनस साइन, ठीक है, माइनस साइन इनटू, और वो एंगल लिखते हैं, बट यहाँ आप स्टॉप नहीं कर सकते, आपको ये भी लिखना पड़ेगा इनटू dy by dx. तो अगर इसमें ऐसा एक टर्म होता cos y या sin y, तो उसको पहले डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट इज इट्स cos ऑफ का क्या है, sin ऑफ है या माइनस साइन ऑफ है, वो लिख दिया. उसके बाद उस y को भी डिफरेंशिएट करना है dy by dx. अगर ये नहीं लिखा है तो फिर आपका ये पूरा गलत ही आएगा आंसर. अंडरस्टूड? इज दिस क्लियर? By heart. The first question is you have to find out the derivative of y is equal to f of x is equal to sine inverse x. Okay, what is the derivative of sine inverse x? So for the convenience, since we don't know anything about inverse, how to differentiate and all, what we will do is we will remove this inverse. Now how we will remove? Since the question is y is equal to sine inverse x, I will just take this sine inverse to the other side, or you can just say that taking sine on both sides. यहाँ पे sine of sine inverse आ जाएगा, तो ये x बन जाएगा, and this will become sine y. Okay, so sine y is equal to x. Understood? Now we will differentiate with respect to x. Now while differentiating with respect to x, what you will get? This will become cos y. Sine y after differentiation will become cos y, but since it is not x, you have to differentiate this y also. That means cos y into y's derivative, which is either y dash or dy by dx. And what is the derivative of x? 1. With respect to x, you will get 1. And our purpose is to find out what is dy by dx. So I'm getting it to be 1 by cos y. But since the question is in which form? In x form, and this is y, we have to change it. अब कैसे बदलेंगे? Since we know that y, we have taken y is equal to sine inverse x. So we know that sine y is x. That means x value is sine y. And how we can relate the two things in the sense, if x is sine y, or you can say sine y equal to x, how will you find out cos y? Sine y is x, so cos y is related to sine y as root of 1 minus sine square y, correct? So we are just replacing sine y with x, so we get 1 minus x square. So your answer becomes 1 by root of 1 minus. The derivative of sine inverse x is d by dx of sine inverse x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. This is clear? This thing you have to study. Okay. There are certain derivatives, certain functions, inverse functions, whose derivative you should know. One of them is this. Okay. Next question is your derivative of, and how you will get your derivative of cos inverse x. I'll just tell you, y is equal to cos inverse x. So you will have your cos function, or you can say the derivative of cos inverse of x is minus 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So this also you have to study. Okay. Next thing, proof is given, is your tan. Y is equal to tan inverse x. Now for tan inverse x, again we will do the same process, that is tan y is equal to x. Now we are differentiating with respect to x on both sides. We get tan y's derivative we know. What is that? C square y?
Yes.
C square y together with, since it is y, you have to differentiate y with respect to x. So you get y by dx also. And this will give you 1. Okay, after differentiation. So your dy by dx became 1 by sec square. Now again you have to relate, since you cannot give your answer in terms of y, you have to get it in terms of x, because the question contains x. So you have to know the relation of tan and sec. That is, tan y is equal to x means your sec y is what? Or you can say sec square y directly. Is 1 plus tan square y. Correct? So you'll have 1 plus, instead of tan, you will write tan x, sorry, tan y is x, so you get x. Therefore, this became 1 by 1 plus. That is, the derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by x square. And we have derivative of cot inverse x as minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Again, these two you have to study. Sin inverse, cos inverse you have to study. Clear now? Next you have two more things which are here. Sec inverse, all the things you have to study. Okay, sec inverse x and cosec inverse x. For sec inverse x, you have 1 by x into root of x square minus 1. And for cosec inverse x, you have minus 1 by root of x square minus 1. These are the things which you need to study. Okay. And you just go for these two. You will get in a similar manner. You just substitute this as your y and then find out what is your derivative of sec inverse. You just try out. Okay. You have to study. By tomorrow, you should have these things. Clear? Today we are using. Tomorrow you should have. We are starting with exercise 5. What is the first question? Find the derivative dy by dx in the following. First question is, x plus 3y is equal to sin x. 2x plus 3y is equal to sin x. So here, if you can here split it as y is equal to, but other than that, we can just directly differentiate and find out what is your dy by dx. Okay, differentiate with respect to x on both sides. So this side will give you 2 into derivative of x is 1 plus 3 into derivative of y is y dash, or you can write dy by dx is equal to sin x, derivative is cos x. Here you will get 3 dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2. Dy by dx is equal to cos x minus 2 divided by 3. Is this clear? Second one, 2x plus. There is a slight difference in the second question. What is the difference? You have 2x, you have 3y, but there you were having sin x, here it is sin y. Okay, that means wherever you have y, you will get a y dash also after differentiation. So differentiating with respect to x, here you will get 2 into 1, 2 into derivative of x 1, plus 3 into derivative of y dash or dy by dx plus is equal to sine, derivative of sine is again cos, whatever angle it is. But since it is not x, you have to differentiate that term also. What is that? Derivative of y, which is dash. Understood? Now you have two terms containing y dash. You have to collect those together. So I will take this to the other side. So y dash into cos y minus 3 is equal to 2. Correct? So y dash is equal to 2 by cos y minus opposite of the other thing, right? So a slight change in the question makes your answer also different. You should be very careful whether it is x or y. Okay? Here, next one is ax plus by square is equal to cos y. Again, you have here y, here also y. What you can do, differentiate with respect to x. Differentiating ax, you will get a into derivative of x is 1. A is a constant, so you will get a into 1 plus b into derivative of y square, d by dx of y square is equal to d by dx of cos y. Okay, so here since it is d by dx of, you can directly, you cannot write directly as 2y, but since it is with respect to x, again you have to differentiate this y. पहले आपको y square जैसे हम x square को करते हैं, you will get the derivative of x square as 2x. So you are similarly writing as 2y. But since it is not your x and you are differentiating with respect to x, y is a function of x, you will get 2y into dy by dx also, or 2y into y dash equal to, again derivative of cos y will give you minus sin y into again derivative of y, which is dy by dx. So you have two terms containing dy by dx. Collect them. You have a plus 2by dy by dx. Okay. What I'll do is इसको यहाँ लेकर आते हैं, dy by dx into this will come here as positive, so it is sin y plus 2by is equal to minus. Okay, dy by dx is equal to minus a divided by sin y plus 2b. Correct, na? Anything went wrong? No? I've taken a to the other side and sin y to this side. Okay, so it became positive and this one negative. Clear? Fourth one, xy plus y square is equal to tan x plus y. Again, here you have y, y and y. That means all the three places you have y dash also. Okay, now differentiating with respect to x. This is again a product of two functions. X and y both are functions of x. So you have to use product rule in this term, xy. What is product rule? First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first. So what you will get? First function into derivative of second plus second function into derivative of first is 1 plus y square. Derivative of y square will give you 2y into derivative of y dash equal to tan x. What is the derivative of tan x? Sec square x. Okay. Plus again derivative of y will give you y dash. You see y dash, y dash. Now what you have to do is you have to collect all the y dash term together. Remaining will be the other side. Then you take the remaining part also. So here you have xy dash. Here you have 2y into y dash. So I am just taking out y dash. Here you will get x. Here you have 2y. And there also you have a y dash. So if that is taken to this side, you'll get as minus y dash. So I will get minus 1 here. Correct? Now again you have in the right hand side sec x square. This term Again, doesn't contain any y dash, so this can be taken to the other side and it will become minus 5. Okay. So your y dash is sec square x minus y divided by x plus 2y minus 1. Is it clear? Fifth one, x square plus xy plus y square is equal to 100. Now for this, here you have y, here you have y, that means 2y dash you have. Differentiating again with respect to x will give you 2x into derivative of x 1 plus again xy is a product of two functions. You have to apply a product rule. X into y dash plus y into x derivative 1 plus again y square will give you 2y into y dash and derivative of 100 will be 0. It is a constant, so derivative of constant is 0. So here you are getting two terms of y dash. Just collecting the terms, y dash into this will give you x plus 2y. Remaining to the other side, how many terms are there? My 2x is there, y is there. So you'll get minus of 2x plus y. Both are positive, no? So y dash is equal to minus of 2x plus y divided by x plus y. Okay. Next, x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube is equal to 81. Have 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 y dash to be collected. But for each case, you have, so in these two cases, you have a product rule to be applied. Differentiating with respect to x. This will give you 3x square, right? Nx raised to n minus 1 plus. Here you have two terms. That means again you have to use product rule, UV method. You get x square into y dash, x square into derivative of the second function, y. Derivative of y is y dash, plus y into second function into first function is 2x. So its derivative is, sorry, first function is x square, its derivative is 2x, right? Plus, again you have to apply here x into derivative of y square. As we do in x square, we have to write 2y as a derivative of y square into y dash. 2y into y dash plus y square, second function, into derivative of first function, which is 1. Plus, again you have y cube here. So you'll get 3y square as you have done in your x square. But again, you have to write y dash. Wherever you have y and you have differentiated with respect to x, you have to write y dash there. Okay. And the other thing will give you, because it is 81 constant, you will get it to be 0. Now we'll just collect the terms of y dash. I have an x square here. Then plus 2xy. Then plus 3y square. Okay. Remaining we are doing the other side. So negative of a 3x square is there. Then what all you have? A y square is there. So I'm just writing in this form. यहाँ पे जैसा form है. First x square term है, तो यहाँ पे मैंने y square term लिख दिया. Then you have some other term. 2xy. And this will go there. So it will become plus 3x. So that we get a pattern. That's why. Okay. Now, जब ये denominator में जाएगा, you will get y dash is equal to minus of y square plus 2xy plus 3x square. Here also you get similar term, x square plus 2xy plus y square. Okay. So if you have missed any one y dash, no, your answer will go wrong. Okay. Any of the term, if you miss that y dash, you will not get the answer. Seventh one, sine square y plus cos of xy is equal to pi. Again, differentiating. These all you can just see. You cannot separate your y and write y is equal to and then differentiate. These are all your implicit forms. Okay. Here you have sine square y. So if it was sine square x, what you will do? X square का जो पहले करते हैं, so you will get 2 sine y. Then you will write the derivative of, if it is not x, you will write the derivative of x. So यहाँ पे होगा वो sine. तो sine का derivative क्या होगा? It is actually a chain rule. Sine का derivative is, you will get cos y, and again it is not x. So you have to write the derivative of y also. So you have y dash here. You understood this? For sine square, you just treat it as x square. For x square, you will write 2x. So you got 2 sine y. Now, since it is not x, you will write its derivative. Derivative will give you cos y. And since again it is not x, you will write its derivative, which is understood. So your sine square y after derivative differentiation, you will get 2 sine y cos y into y dash. Plus, again this cos of something. Cos of something's derivative will be minus sine of something. So I will write first minus sine of. Now since it is, the angle is not x, you have to differentiate it. Again, it is a product of 2. You have to differentiate using your product rule. The bracket x into y dash plus y into x dash. X dash is 1 here, equal to pi's derivatives. Now how many terms you have? Here you have minus sine xy into x into y dash minus y sine of xy, and here you have, this can be made as what? 2 sine x cos x क्या है? Sine 2x है. So here also you can write combining all the three as sine 2y into y. Okay. Not compulsory, but since you know the property, you can use it also. Now you have how many terms containing your y dash? These two terms. Take out y dash. You'll get sine 2y minus x into sine of xy is equal to, take this to the other side, so you'll get y sine of xy. So y dash is equal to y sine of xy divided by sine 2y minus x sine of xy. Here? Okay. Eighth one, sine square x plus cos square y is equal to 1. Now for this, here you can directly do, because it is with respect to x only. Angle is also x. Here you have y term. So you'll get 1 y dash term. Okay. Differentiate with respect to. This is also actually your explicit form. You can just write cos square y is equal to, but you cannot directly write the y dash is equal to. There you will get that some term together with y dash. So here you are getting, what is the derivative of sine square x? 2 sine x into derivative of sine cos x plus, again cos square y will also give a term like this, but instead of x you have y, therefore you will have y dash also together. You will have 2 cos y into, what is the derivative of cos y? Minus sine y. So you get minus sine y into derivative of y, which is y dash is equal to 0. Why? Because this is a constant. Its derivative is 0. Now here again, what is y dash is equal to? You get 2. This also can be written as sine 2y, right? So next step I'm writing sine 2x minus sine 2y into y dash is equal to 0. Or sine 2y into y dash is equal to sine 2x, or y dash is equal to sine 2x divided by sine 2. Okay. Yeah. Next is 10. So ninth one. Y is equal to sine inverse of 2x divided by 1 plus x. Now for this function, we can, since we know that we have right now studied what is the derivative of sine inverse x. What's the derivative of d by dx of sine inverse x? Is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Right? So this concept we can use here directly. Or else you can just use the method in which we have differentiated sine inverse x. That is taking sine inverse to the other sides, which will give you sine y is equal to. Then you can differentiate. I'm just using this property, this derivative, okay, for doing this. So I can just directly write what is dy by dx is equal to. And this will give you sine inverse of x is 1 by root of 1 minus x squared. So sine inverse of something means 1 by root of 1 minus that something, which is 2x by 1 plus x squared into, since it is not x. If it was x, we can stop here. Since it is not x, we have to write the derivative of 2x by 1 plus x square also. D by dx of 2x by 1 plus x square also. Now again, since it is in quotient form, in fraction form, you have to use your quotient rule. What is quotient rule? U dash v, d by dx of u by v is what? U dash v minus v dash u divided by v square. So this is what we are using here. Okay. What you will get, this one after simplification will give you 1 by root of 1 plus, sorry, here it is whole square. 1 plus x the whole square minus, this is becoming 4x, 2x the whole square is 4x square, and divided by, you have 1 plus x square the whole square, but it is inside the root. If I take out the root, it will give me like this, right? And this will go to the upper part. Shall I write till that? So this will give me a form 1 plus x square divided by root of this term. That is clear? Now we will write the derivative of this quotient. Okay, what is that? U dash into v. U dash means first function's derivative. What is first u? Function u is your 2x. So derivative of 2x is 2 into v. 1 plus x square is your minus v dash into u. V dash means derivative of 1 plus x square. Derivative of 1 plus x square is 2x. Derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of x square is 2x. So you'll get 2x as derivative and into u. U is also 2x. So you'll get 2x into 2x. Then you divided by v square. V is your 1 plus x square. The whole square. Now only simplification is left. Here, since it is a plus b the whole square minus 4. कैसे आप देखते हैं इसको? This is 1 plus, यहाँ पे आपको आएगा 1 plus x square plus 2x. 2x. Done something wrong. X square. X square. Okay. So you will get x raised to 4 plus 2 into x square minus 4x square आएगा denominator after expansion. So these two will give you minus 2x square, 1 plus x raised to 4 minus 2x square, and this together will give you 1 minus x square the whole square. Okay, this is what I am writing now. Is it clear? I'm just replacing the denominator as it is actually root of 1 minus x square the whole square. Now you have root. In the next step, we can just take it out. Here what will happen? After expansion, 2 plus 2x square minus this will give you 4x square, correct? Divided by 1 plus x square the whole square. Now 1 plus x square can be cancelled. These two will give you minus 2x square, and here you have root as well as the square. So this will come out as 1 minus x square, right? And here you will get 2 minus 2x square in the numerator. These two will give you minus 2x square divided by 1 plus x square. Now again, from this you can take out 2. So this will give you 1 minus x square divided by 1 minus x square into 1 plus x square. Again, you can cancel these two terms and your answer will be 2 by 1 plus. So your derivative dy by dx is 2 by 1 plus x square. This is difficult for you. You can use the other way, which is make this question as sin y is equal to 2x by 1 plus x square. At that time, you will have this term in the right hand side. And here you will have cos y into y dash. Again, you have to replace because cos y will be same as if see sin y is this, what will be cos y? फिर से आपको बदलना पड़ेगा. So in that manner, this is easy. Understood? Is this clear? Tenth. Now from 10th onwards, the easiest way to do this is by using substitution. Substitution for the variable x. Okay. Question is y is equal to tan inverse of dx